everyone, welcome to our latest Orion update here at Kings Island. Before we get too far, just want to remind you to click that subscribe button for us on the page. I don't want you to smash it. I don't want you to break your computer. That would incite some kind of mayhem on your computer. So again, just click the subscribe button. We're here to do a construction update, so we'll be going up to the Eiffel Tower momentarily. I didn't get to show you this wall last update because Flight of Fear was closed, so we didn't get a chance to get back here, for those of you who follow adamantly. So again, it just shows the concept art of the coaster. It does kind of repeat two different angles of the concept art, so there's a break right here, obviously, and it does advertise the coaster. Some people have been quick to point out and say, oh, the red train is backwards on the lift for, or the blue train is backwards for the lift on Racer here. I mean, maybe that's something of substance. I don't think it is, honestly, because the trains are honestly also on the wrong sides of the track from where they are now. So we'll have to wait and see for that, but we're standing where we will have Area 72. This is going to be Area 72. It will no longer be X base when they are done with Orion next year, and this will be the entrance area. Obviously, it's the old Firehawk area, which we've been telling you about for some time. Over here, again, we showed you the concept art. I kind of added it into the video last week, but I wanted to show you guys again. So this concept art shows like a meteor crash, kind of some burnt wall. Obviously, they're going to repaint and give Flight of Fear some love. But there's supposed to be like a meteor crash into this little area here. No survey markers on the ground for that yet. I'm assuming this is something that will happen in the off season, and the first time we'll see it will be on opening day next season. So that's going to be about it from back here. We do have track on the ground. Brent came to the park a little sooner than me today, so we do have track on the ground, a lot of it. We're going to go up to the Eiffel Tower and see exactly how much track is up there. Okay, so up here from the Eiffel Tower, we can see lots of track on site. I'm going to go through a couple of the key pieces that we can see. First of all, if you guys remember a few videos ago when we were at Claremont Steel, this is that square piece we saw. That is a first drop piece. Over there you can see this square piece, support piece, has track on it. You can see the tubular steel there on the right. That piece is the transition where the square splits away. And we'll go back to that footer here in a moment and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But there's another big square piece here that supports the drop track, like where it splits away after. So those pieces, and it looks like maybe even a piece right here goes into the ground. They go into a footer that I'm going to show you guys now, and then we'll come back to this track. So if you remember that first drop footer I've been showing you guys for some time, for several weeks now, there's the square footer. It's not, you'll notice the other footers are kind of circular, but the one right here, that is the first drop footer, and that is our first drop for Orion. So we're going to go back over to the track, which is sitting next to the station area. Real quick, touching on the station area, we've got a lot more concrete going in place for that, so I would expect that to be one of the areas they go vertical first, as well as the transfer table. Here was that first piece that we showed you last week, as well as several new pieces of track, of course, that have now showed up here at Kings Island. So as we continue looking at the track pieces, I'm going to try to shout a little bit, not sound like I'm shouting, hopefully. It is kind of windy up here on the Eiffel Tower today. These are basically brake run pieces. You can see the little flanges for the magnetic braking there, as well as some trim brakes over on this other piece of track. We'll have a lot more in our still photos. You can see even some drive wheels here. Some of this may actually even be station track. And then you can see a couple of those turn pieces, and of course those are expected to go right here where you see those footers curving around going back to the station. Some of this could also be one of these is also our transfer track, but you can see the flanges there again for the, not flanges, but like kind of pieces sticking up on the track for magnetic braking. Out here next to the crane, we've got a few more pieces. One looks to be kind of curved. That could be the start of the curve of the top of our lift. But right here we've got drive wheels with a chain trough and an anti-rollback system there. That's definitely our base of the lift track piece right here. Looking over at this piece, next to our square piece, we've got a full chain piece here. So that could be anywhere on the lift, but likely down towards the bottom, the way it's supported. So that's all the track we can see in this area that has arrived at the park now. Moving on, again, this is just a quick look at the station area. I know it's kind of windy, I'm sorry again. This is a look at our station area, turnaround, and then the brake run, which is going to be right through here. So that's our brake run right there. And over here again, this is where our first drop footer is. That will have that kind of weird figure 8 upward helix type thing there. And then the final turn over in this corner, you can see all the footers there for that. As we continue on out, this is about the area where the drop will finalize and get that full 300 feet, even though the lift is only 87 feet tall. So this is where that first drop area will be, is that ravine we've been looking at, and then the rest of the elements just go on out there. Pretty much unchanged out this direction, not too many differences in footers or anything out there that we see, other than the dirt looks a lot more finalized from a few weeks ago. So that's going to wrap us up here from the Eiffel Tower for Project Orion, Kings Island 2020. Once again, be sure to subscribe, check out our social pages, we'll share what we can. The park is going to be closed a few weekends in September, so it's going to be hard to keep putting out weekly updates. We'll likely be sharing what the park does, and we'll just be trying to watch our eyes to the sky as the lift will most inevitably start going up with all these track pieces already on site, and at least the first drop we will see as well. My name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com. Once again, be sure to check out our social pages and follow us on all of them, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks again. Have a great week ahead. See you at the park.